the holiday, but there's something about a start to a new year that has always brought me so much joy. I love the concept of getting to start fresh, having new dreams, and having new goals. I wanted to share the magic of this time with a few simple ways where you can restart for the new year. Start on a clean slate. Start fresh for when January 1st rolls around. Sometimes this time of year can also come with a lot of added pressure to change things, but I just want to say sometimes there's also beauty in things simply remaining the way that they are. If you are happy with the way your life is, you are content with the way your life is, there's absolutely nothing wrong with things staying the same. So the first thing I do to kick off my new year is always start with a vision board. As human beings, we are extremely visual people, so it's important to keep things present, keep things within your actual physical vision. I like to create a physical vision board. I find that it's just a really fun activity. It's something that you can also do with friends and create a night out of it where you just cut out pictures. The old school way was using magazines, but now you can actually go on Pinterest, print out a few photos that you like. You can use a smaller size board, or you can actually use like a really large foam board like what I used last year, and you can use this to create your physical vision board, which you can actually place on your wall or place in your office where you can constantly see it every single day. But you can also make a digital version, which you can also apply to your wallpaper on your laptops or your tablets, and you can also create a smaller version for your phone. This is something that I love to do, so I always have like a vision board everywhere I go to keep me on track, keep me directed for all the things that I want and desire. Especially on your phone, I find that's a really good way because it's literally, you're always on your phone, so it's always in your face, and therefore you can be intentional about the things you're doing every single day. Next, we have a clear space creates a clear mind, and I think in the new year, this is your chance to really declutter. Like we declutter other times in the year, but this is really a real chance to do a big declutter session, to just go through things, throw out things which I never use, or simply give them to charity. You know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. A cluttered or a dirty space can make you feel stressed, it can make you feel overwhelmed and extremely unproductive. Sometimes your mind can become all muddled up. Sometimes we don't actually realize that that is the cause, but if you actually sat and took a moment and you actually decluttered the space, you would just feel how different your mind just feels so clear for you to actually think, get your thoughts down, and actually get productive. It's also important to do a deep clean for your space. It's almost like a fresh start, and really take time to concentrate on the neglected areas or the areas where you know you keep putting off all the time over and over again. Additionally, you can also take this time to redecorate, take the time to reorganize your spaces, redecorate it to, you know, the new person you will become. As human beings, we are constantly changing, constantly evolving. So the decor you might have had last year might not be the decor that you want to go with this year. The next thing I really love to do, and I love to start with this actually, is a life check-in. This is your opportunity to check in with yourself, reflect on the past year, to ask yourself, how are you doing? What things would you like to work on? If you're content and you're happy, that's fine as well. But this also brings me to my next point, which is to set goals. Now, we hear this point over and over again. I'm sure it's become so annoying to hear, but it is actually so important before you can get anything done for the rest of your year. After we have a check-in with ourselves, it's good to look at our previous goals from the past year. So you can do this by looking at your past vision board or looking at your past list of goals for the previous year, and really looking at that list and looking at what you would have achieved. Maybe hold yourself accountable for the things that you also didn't achieve. Maybe look at why you didn't achieve them. And then look at things you would like to change or things you would like to stay the same. Really focus on what you want to do, how you're going to get there, and also like what type of person you need to become to even achieve these things. I like to sometimes pick a theme for the year. It can be something like soft living or intentionality, whatever suits you, whatever you want more of in the year to come. You can use that as your theme, and you can use that to guide all your goals specifically in each category. So you can create categories like health, wellness, you can use finance, personal, work related, and you can use that theme to carry you through all the goals for all these categories. My next point is revamping your routine. I think it's so great to assess your morning, your evening, your work routines. And this is great if you've realized that you've fallen out of a routine or your routine isn't working so well for you. You feel rushed, you feel stressed in that routine. It takes away the relaxing element from that routine as well. This is how you know it's time for a revamp. As human beings, our needs, our desires, our preferences change so rapidly. We have to be flexible in our routines and begin to adding new elements when necessary. The next point, which I really love, is a spending audit. Now this is for everyone, whether you are fresh to leaving high school or whether you're in your 20s, just figuring out life. Financial wellness matters. I'm in no way a financial expert or advisor. I'm just sharing what works for me and what I think can work for you as well. So really look at what you spend money on and then make shifts and adjust which are intentional with your spending. Try to spend where you see longevity and where you have a plan set. Really take time to study the basics to improve your financial literacy as well. This is very important because you need the basics to understand basically everything else. Next, this one is actually one of my favorites, and this is the digital detox. I decided to add this to my yearly reset, but this is actually something that I do on a monthly basis. As I mentioned earlier, visuals are so important. Sometimes we don't realize how much time we spend on our phones, our laptops, our tablets. Now, I'm no way knocking technology. I absolutely love technology as much as the next person. But at this time, I love to really delete unwanted apps that I really don't use, barely use, or not serving me in any way. And I also take this time to go through all my social media accounts, and I try to curate my following and my feed to what I'm trying to achieve, what brings me happiness and what brings me positivity. I delete any accounts which might be causing me to compare myself to others or which might make me feel like I'm not good enough. And this is so important because we are such visual human beings. Lastly, guys, I have a closet declutter. So I would have mentioned before, decluttering your space, clear mind, but I wanted to talk specifically about our wardrobe. Clothing has the power to make you feel confident, to make you feel empowered, to make you feel feminine and soft at the same time. Before the new year hits, I like to throw out clothes that I really don't wear, I don't plan on wearing. I literally just get rid of them, put them in a charity bag, or you can even take the opportunity to make some money, put them on Poshmark or Depop as well, and then actually keep the clothing that make you feel good in yourself, make you feel great. You feel confident, you feel empowered when you wear these clothes. And maybe take this time to add maybe a few new pieces. No, I'm not telling you to go on a shopping spree because we just spoke about finances, but you can maybe take the time to buy 5 new pieces that make you feel good about yourself, make you feel great when you wear them, and add them to your wardrobe. Okay guys, so that brings me to the end of my first reset video for you guys. I really hope you liked it. I hope it helped you reset for the new year. Think of a few things which you can do, which you can incorporate into your day-to-day, and which will put you on track for having the best year yet. 2022 might not have been the best year for you, but we are going to make 2023 a really good year. We're going to start it off on a good note to make sure that we end it powerfully. So this is the start. This is your time to really get down, do the work so that you have a great year ahead. Be sure to leave me a comment of what things you'd like to do to reset for the new year, or what things you might try to reset based on the video. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye!